Hello and very welcome to this episode of ManSpeak. Confidence. Yes, I want to chat to you about confidence today. It's a buzzword, right? Everybody wants to be confident. Everybody comments on other people's confidence, but it's often misunderstood. So in this episode, I do want to have a little look at what real self-confidence is and what it is not. We are not talking about arrogance here or being full of yourself. Real confidence is actually a quiet, peaceful knowing. It's quiet, it's peaceful inside of you, it's rooted inside of you. So what confidence is and isn't, it isn't about putting on a show. It's not about trying to prove something. It's not about acting cocky. It's not about being the loudest guy in the room. Or, this one's very important that I'm thinking of now. It's not about never feeling doubt. Yes, let that sink in for a second. It's not about never feeling doubt. Real confidence is inner peace. It is knowing who you are and not feeling the need to prove it. It's a kind of a restfulness, a calm assurance. I like to say it's, I know that I know that I know that it's going to be okay, that I'm going to be okay. So why do we get it wrong sometimes? Actually, often, why do we get it wrong? It's because society sells a false version of confidence. If you look around you, and I hate to do the cliche thing, but social media and people around you, people on the street, people you work with, people you socialize with, people you interact with, it tends to be all swagger and noise. Many men think that confidence means never being uncertain or never being vulnerable. Whereas in reality, real confidence is just about being comfortable with who you are, even when you don't have all the answers. Especially when you don't have all the answers. Especially when you don't have it all together. So let me just interrupt myself here. If you are ready to build real confidence from the inside out, I work one-on-one with men and I can help you find that inner strength. Check out the links in the description. Okay, and let's get started. Don't wait. This is such an important aspect of your life and what you have to offer and the way that you show up in the world for others, but also for yourself. Get hold of me. So how do we cultivate this inner confidence? You need to start by knowing your values. Because when you know what you stand for, you won't wobble as much. My granny used to say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Yes, it's old-fashioned, but it's true, right? So knowing your values, if you are acting in a way that is not consistent or not aligned with your values, you can never really be confident. There will always be something off, always be something amiss. So you have to find out for yourself, what are your values? What are those things that are the non-negotiables? Those things that are already part of you. They may have been dulled over the years by life and events and things that you had to face and situations and people that you had to face and hardships. But if you sit and you think to yourself, what are my non-negotiables? What are the things that really make me tick? And you spend some time in very much in honesty with yourself. I want to give you examples of what values are, or what values could be. Find a list on the internet, or just find a list for yourself to pick from. I do a beautiful values elicitation, which has proven to be incredibly powerful over the years. And that I can do with you if you come to me for this one-on-one coaching. But here goes some examples of values, just to get your brain working in that direction. Success is a value. Health, travel could be a value. Family, nature, vulnerability, independence. I'm just spot reading here. Courage, honesty is a huge value. I think that's a very important one. It is for me anyway. It might be different for you. Self-discipline is a great value. Altruism is a value. Kindness is love, curiosity, self-expression, optimism. How cool is that for a value? Optimism. Self-discipline. Let me just go down, find here one or two more that might trigger some patterns with you around this issue. Wisdom. Oh, what a great value. Loyalty, excellent value to have. Listen, on this list of values is also tradition and community, and listed as a value is wealth, right? So don't think that because wealth is important to you that you're shallow or that it doesn't count as a value. It's a value. It's, of course, how you use wealth and how you attain that wealth that is important. So I don't want to go get myself off track now, but if you're going to attain your wealth in a dishonest way, or if you're not going to spread your wealth, for example, and help God's other children, then it won't be a great value, but it can certainly be an excellent value. So don't think that something like wealth, for instance, is shallow. It's not. Flexibility, for example, is also a value. Legacy, yes, and all these ideas about integrity around this. Integrity, what a great value. Ideas around the integrity and the way that you attain and hold this value. That's what's important. So, right back to this. That was how you cultivate inner confidence. One thing that you can do, and I recommend you really do this, is to know your values. Find your top 5. I would say that's enough to keep you busy for a long time. So the second thing you can do is to build small wins. Confidence grows from little victories, not the giant leaps. A giant leap now and then is great, but they don't happen often in life. I've found they are few and far between, so you can't be waiting for the giant leaps. Grow from the little victories. Find one thing, small thing, it can be very small, that you do well. It doesn't matter if it seems insignificant to others. Maybe you are a great driver. You're a very safe driver. Maybe you are very punctual, always on time. Maybe you are somebody who really keeps your promises, who really people can rely on you to be where you said you'd be and when you said you'd be there. Those are examples of small things that you possibly do well already. It could be cooking an amazing meal or a dish. It could be being a good listener. It could be that you have a real sense of compassion and understanding for others. It could be that you're very helpful, whatever it may be. So embrace that small thing. Doing one small thing very well can be the cornerstone of your confidence. Everything in life needs a cornerstone. So it can be the cornerstone. You can use it. You can employ that as your cornerstone for your confidence. And embrace imperfection in general in life. Real confidence means that you are okay with not being perfect. I hate to break it to you, you're never going to be perfect. Even if you do something really, really well, you're not going to do it perfectly. So embrace that. It gives so much confidence knowing that you are perfectly imperfect, but you still did a great job and you're still very good at something. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just awesome. That feeling is really a confidence booster. I know from myself. And then surround yourself with people who reinforce your real worth. What are you worth to them? Not just your image. I'm not saying you're going to build your life about or around your worth to other people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is people that celebrate your worth, intrinsic worth, not just the shiny image of you. So identify that one area where you already feel at ease. That is the clue to real confidence. Practice being honest about what you don't know. That is so liberating. And use that slogan that I adopted. I think I told you about that an episode or two ago. I win or I learn mindset. I never lose. I win or I learn. Every little setback is a lesson. It's not a defeat. You listening to me now, you win or you learn. I want to close with this. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. I love this verse. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline. That self-discipline in many other translations is translated to be a sound mind. Real confidence is not about bravado. It's not about feeling you have to prove yourself. It is about living from a place of inner power, a sound mind or self-discipline as opposed to fear. Here is your next move for the next week. Write down one small win each day. Something that reminds you of your inner strength. One small win. If you can do 2, that would be great. But focus on one small win every day. Notice where you feel most at peace, because then that means that resonates with your inner values. Most at peace, and then build it from there. And that's me for today and for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and share this with somebody that you know needs to hear this. And I'll be back soon with another episode. Mooi bly.